quite a lot, like there, and then I don't really want to make myself louder, so I'm just gonna lower the music even more. Okay, and this now we test this. Can you hear me now? Okay, wait, yes, cool. I'm realizing that I was like, I thought my voice was in the music for some reason. I was like, oh no, that's bad, but no, it's just me on a different tab of Twitch. Okay, cool. Different tab of Twitch, different tab that is on Twitch. Doesn't matter. Hello. Hello, hi. Hi, hello. Um, uh, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of introduction thing that I'm supposed to be doing to introduce you to me and my character and all that stuff, but it's kind of just like, hey, my name is Silicon. Hi! Hello. GG Co. I don't. What I heard was GG or Coco. I don't know how that. I'm gonna say GG because that sounds cooler, like Gangster Grandma. Anyway. And then hello, G. I'm acting like I don't know anybody, so that when I blow up, I can just keep acting like I don't know nobody. Anyway. Okay. Holy. Okay. I am Silicon Atom Guy. Wait. ATOM. Atom. Silicon Atom. Pretty cool. I like coding stuff. I love science. I like smiling. I like smiley people. I like making people smile. That's also very. Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Hi, hello chat. Hello chat. There's 3 people in chat right now. This is prime. This is speaking of prime. No, I'm kidding. I don't. Okay. Sorry. I probably sound pretty disjointed to anybody that isn't used to how I speak. Okay. So the plan today, I am as my first stream going to most likely begin. I doubt I'm going to be able to finish it because I've tried this before. I've tried coding a tesseract before, which is the name of a 4D cube. It's a tesseract because it goes like line in 1D because the only thing that can exist in one dimension is a line. And then in 2D, it's a square. In 3D, it's a cube. And then when you go up to 4D, it's called a tesseract. No clue what it's called in 5D. Probably just a 5D cube. But either way, I'm going to try to code a tesseract. The point of this is for it to be a tesseract, like, technically, but obviously we can't see what a 4-dimensional object would look like, so we'd be seeing 3-dimensional... we'd be seeing the 3-dimensional projection of... Yeah, we'd be seeing the 3-dimensional projection of a 4-dimensional object on a 2D screen. But, I mean, it should be fine. And that way, we can move it around through the different, through 4th dimension and all that gobbledygook, so we can see how that changes the 3D object that we're viewing. And I think that'd be really cool, because the 4th dimension is something that I like to visualize a lot, because it's like, it's there, bro. So I'd like to see how that goes. I mean, I guess what else is there to do but to begin. Speaking of beginning, I gotta open up the thing. I have to open up the thingamajig. That's not... There you are. Open that in Visual Studio Code. Perfect. Okay. So while that opens, I'm just gonna chat. Oh, there we go. I froze a little bit. Okay, so make sure not to minimize that screen. Just click off of it, and that way I can still be animated. Dude, this is so cool. I'm sorry. Look at my guy. Look at me, dude. I look so cool. Is oh, and I can turn off the glasses. And I think, frankly, I like the glasses being on and off. I don't know which one I prefer, because this one is like kind of just a lot more adorable, but this one, because this one is so adorable, becomes more adorable because it's like, oh, it's just a little guy in his glasses. I don't know. Let's see. Visual Studio Code, how are you doing, friend? How are you? Is that doing what you're supposed to be doing? It's not. Close that. Let's see. We'll do this through files then, because that's gonna be a lot better. Where was it? It would be in my desktop. Do 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 do. Tesseract.py. Oh, open probably. Yeah, open with Visual Studio Code, please. That probably tried to run it, and that's why nothing happened. Because it's empty! Okay, I think that's all good. Cool. Now, join me. Come over to my molecule screen. Boom. Yeah, it's a molecule. The size of this guy. Here, I'm going to switch this to be here because that's easier. Okay. Size of this guy on the screen. I'm going to shrink him. I wasn't sure how big he would need to be. Let me see. I don't want to cover up chat too much. If I go a little more in this corner, the electrons are kind of... I'm sure it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Okay, there you go. Okay, now I'm a lot smaller. So, here, we can see our... our little guy. What? This is code. An empty file, empty Python file. I might actually... Okay, we're gonna start off not actually coding. We're gonna see if I can remember how to do comments in Python. Is it // test? No. Is it hashtag? Page down. Test. Yes, it is hashtag. Maybe. Let's go to my extensions really quick and see if I can make sure that this is meant for Python. Hey, buddy. I don't know what that means. Let's turn off the Minecraft stuff. That's also... Actually, now that I think of it, I could do that. If I did make stuff in Minecraft, because I do that for myself, because that's fun. I like that. Minecraft, very fun in that regard. Are you on? I assume so, despite being gray, that you are on. You also turn off. That way I can get my Python shebang. So now, this still says that's comments, and I'm not the person to... Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, so 40Q. We're going to make a 40Q. Raise my mic volume? Okay. For sure. Hold on. Mic. Mic. Is that better? Macar... I have no clue what you're talking about. Anyway. Actually, how do you think macaroni would taste if it was made of silicon? Just like, you know? This is like, this is... I feel like it wouldn't be great because silicon is not edible, but I can go even louder. I'm just trying. I don't know how loud to go, especially because the music is there in the background, so that means that it's gonna make me seem lower relatively. I guess devices have their own volume options, but I don't want to be too loud. But I'm gonna go on my phone and see how it is. See. Have you I've never eaten silicon. No, I can't say I haven't been tempted because they give you those little silicon balls in like new clothing or something that you're not supposed to eat. And I'm like, okay, but like not I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't swallow it, but if I chewed on it just to see like how hard the silicon would be. But I never did it because I wasn't sure if the reason you weren't supposed to eat it was because the silicon was inedible or if there was something on the silicon balls that would murder you instantly if it touched your tongue. So I was just like, that's a better thing to not test and maybe find like a circuit board to chew on. Okay. It would probably taste like a Oreo. Maybe. I think probably. Yeah. Because you have the... I think so. But with I think the texture would change because there's the different textures of... You know what I mean? There's different textures of different things that are made of silicon. I don't know if they're doing different things to the silicon, if the silicon is just structured differently so it has a different texture. Because, like, what circuit boards and whatnot made of silicon are flexible, but they're not, like, rubber glove flexible. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Okay, but getting back on track and doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. So, we have a 4D cube, right? 4D cube. Let's write that down. 4D cube. If we want to do 4D cube, that means to figure out how to do a 4D cube, we need to figure out how to do a 3D cube, right? It's always good to step down a dimension for reference, because for the most part, it should be consistent. So, in the case of a... Okay. Man, this is hard, because last time I did this, I had, like, a whole train of thought prior to actually attempting it, so I was building off of that, and now I'm kind of just like, I know what I want to do, not entirely sure how to do it. Okay, actually, in that regard, I'm gonna try to just explain what my previous thought process was. Okay, so from a math perspective, actually, this is a lot. Okay. Hold on. I'm opening up. I'm gonna open Paint, MS Paint. Paint, give me that. We're gonna open Paint because I need you to be able to see what I'm explaining, because I'm not good at doing words that well. You see what I mean? I'm not very great at explaining things in words, but pictures I can do. Make that bigger. Make that a lot bigger. Alright, I'm gonna change this so that you guys can see window capture. There we go. Is that correct? Do you see what I'm trying to show you? That does not look correct. That's not how that's supposed to go. Is there a reason that you're not able to show MS Paint? Let's see. Yeah, I don't see... maybe instead of a window capture, so I'm gonna set this back to being VS Code, I'm gonna add a game capture that will capture MS Paint. I'll just call it whiteboard. Okay. Specific window, MS Paint. All of that should be good. So now if we have whiteboard, you're supposed to be doing something, man. I want to show the whiteboard. Please don't make me explain this in words. I'm not... What? Alright, well, guess that's not an option. Dang, that's hard. Okay, then that means you might not understand what all I'm going to say, but I hope that you try. I don't know, man. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Okay, so basically, in a square, in a cube with side length 1, right? I'll just write this down. Cube with side... Honestly, I don't even need to do that. Cube with side length... I do need to do that, because that's going to be distracting. Side length 1, right? In a cube with side length 1, we have 6 sides. Or actually, yeah, we have 6 sides and 6... Is it 6 or is it 8? It's 8. 8 vertices. Those vertices are obviously the little corners. There's 8 of them. We care about those 8 vertices. The sides don't really matter, because all they are is planes that connect the vertices. So, whatever. The 8 vertices are what we care about. With these 8 vertices, where they are in relation to each other has a pattern in that if we go down to, it's basically just their coordinates, really. Meh. There we go. Because in a square, you have x, y, and z, right? And so each point is at x0. I'll just do x0, y0, z0, and then x1, y0, z0. And that continues until you have x1, y1, and z1. So this, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what you know, but I know binary is a thing, and this looks like binary because it is binary. It's it starts at 0 and then it goes up to 111, and this is 8 in binary because in binary each of these points is worth 2 to the something. Like the first point is 2 to the 0, like this. Then the next point is 2 to the 1. Then the next point is 2 to the 2, and you just add these up. So if this first point is a 1, then you add 2 to the 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1, so that becomes 1. Let's say we have, I mean, we'll just do 111, may as well. If we have 111, right, this first 1 is worth 2 to the 0, which is 1, plus, where is it? Plus sign, there you go, plus 2 to the 1, which is 2. So that's 1 plus 2, plus 2 squared, which is 4. And if you add that up, that's 7. Not 8, like I said, because that counts 0. There's 8 possible orientations, but this is 7, because you count 0. So if you start from 0, that's 8 numbers, but the highest number is 7. That's, I think that, this is why I tried to do the whiteboard. Either way, that's how that works. So technically, we can have each vertice represented by a binary value. Oh shoot, did I forget to do the thing? Yeah, I forgot to change that back. That's my bad. Whoops. There you go. That's what I was doing. Whoops. Yeah, this is what I was doing. You have 8 vertices, which are 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1, and all of that is binary. Highest number is 7. So if we represent each of the points as a binary value, that should make it fairly easy from a, what do you call it? From a code perspective, in terms of how to represent each number. The next thing we care about is actually showing where those points are and rotating them. Ugh, this is so hard to explain, and it's not even a recording, so I can't just, like, cut out my mistakes. Okay. So, given the fact that we have 8 vertices that can be represented by binary values, we care about rotating them, and we're only going to be working with 1s and 0s, presumably. So, dang, I don't remember what I thought before. Okay, if you have a square, I know it has something to do with sines and cosines. It was sine. This is braining me. If we have, okay, so that's rotation in dimensions. Okay, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, so rotating it through dimensions is, bro, this is hard to explain. I don't even remember most of what I'm saying. Okay. Man, maybe I shouldn't have chosen such a math-heavy thing as the first one, but I really want to do math, though. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. I say okay a lot. I'm realizing that now. Instead of saying okay, I say... That's funny. Dude, my brain. I'm doing this... Alright, I'm gonna try to cater to my lack of remembrance right now. So given that we have a 40 cube, that means we have... What do we want to do with the cube? First of all, we want a 40 cube in data. Like this, right? 40 cube in data. Then we want to do stuff with the 40 cube. And what we want to do with it is really just the two things that you can do with a cube, which is rotating it and moving it. I will say moving, sure. Rotating, obviously, we want to rotate this. We would have each dimension that we can rotate it in, which is the X, Y, Z, and W, which is our new dimension, W. So we would need to figure out how rotation works, like the pattern we see in rotating in X, Y, and Z, and so that we can expand that to W. So we need to find the pattern in X, Y, Z to expand to W. Sure. Right? And then moving should be as simple. I guess, yeah. For moving, we would want to know how movement in one dimension affect... I guess when you think about it, moving in one dimension, unless you do angled movement, which is just movement through multiple dimensions, there is no difference. Like, if you take a cube and you move it up and down, its shadow isn't going to change. If anything, it might get bigger and smaller, but that's because of light, not because of space. Stinky. What? Anyway, so moving a cube in one dimension won't affect its position in other dimensions, meaning we actually don't need to do this one. So all we care about is rotation, because moving it in the Z won't produce any change in the... What? Moving it in the fourth dimension won't create any change we can see in the third dimension, or below. So all we care about is rotating it. So we need to find the pattern in XYZ to expand it to W. That means... what does that mean? What would finding the pattern be? We need to find the pattern in the equation for rotating it. Pattern in the equation for rotating in a dimension. Let's see. So, that means I'm gonna need to use Google to find that. This is why I want... Because I can more easily visualize things in Paint, but it won't let me show Paint for some reason. So... Is there a replacement I can use? Of any kind? Maybe if we use something other than Paint, like Paint 3D. Do I have what other image editing things do I have here? We just type in Paint. We get Paint, Paint 3D, whatever Spray Paint Simulator is, which I assume that's not on the thing because I don't know what that is. Unless that comes with your egg roll. Let's see. New project. And then I'm gonna try to show you guys Paint 3D. Is that an option here? I have no clue. This is hard, man. Okay, I select Paint 3D. I don't think this is going to work because it's not working in the projection. Yeah. Is there something they have against showing, like... Alright, whatever. So, I have no clue. Okay, then we just have to do this with our brains. That's gonna be harder, but we can probably do it. So, going down to do different thing for rotation. How do we mathematically... That's not how you spell that, but that, who cares? How do we... I need to look up the formula for rotating. Yep, formula for rotating. Sure. Formula rotating. I feel like... Yeah. Formula for rotating in... Sorry, my brain is... Okay, in... Let's just say rotating a cube. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm looking this up and I'm trying to... I don't even know how I would explain what I'm seeing because it's a lot of nothing. It's a lot of squares, a lot of cubes, a lot of numbers, not formulas. Alright, we're probably gonna have to do this ourselves. Let's see. What do we know about rotation? That feels like, okay, no. I feel like I should try a little harder to find it because that seems like a lot of work that I could probably easily get. Rotating formula. Rotation 90 degrees, sure. What about with sine and cosine? Rotating with sine. Nope. With sine and cosine. It's like there's like theta cosine or theta times sine times cosine, but I don't know what goes inside of the sine or cosine. Okay, got it, found it. Ha 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 ha. Sorry. So I guess I'll just write word for word what it says. X cos theta. There it is. There's the theta guy. How do I do theta? I'll just call theta t. Who cares? minus y sine theta. Like that, and then our new x, which is this guy, would be same thing. Oh wait, no, not the same thing, because it's adding. So x sine theta, like this, plus y cosine theta. That's not a that. There we go. Boom, boom. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. So, and I'm starting to remember the pattern that I saw. You have, so for a new y, you have x cosine theta minus y sine theta, right? And this is for two-dimensional rotation. So what would be the thing for one-dimensional rotation? Is that possible? I don't think it is, actually. Well, maybe. I'm assuming this is considering... Well, I don't know which one this is considering as the lowest dimension. So I'm gonna guess that it's x. Also, did I type those numbers or letters wrong? Check, which one's top, which one's bottom? Yes, this is supposed to be x, this is supposed to be y. Boop. I'm assuming it's taking x as the lowest dimension. So this is dimension 1, this is dimension 2. And now, if we look up dimension for 3D rotation, 3D, okay. Okay. Right, okay, because this is rotation around. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try to, I feel like I've been quiet. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so, with this, we have, this is, if we rotate around an axis, which is, this is why pictures are so good. So, we have the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis. If we spin something on one of those axes, everything will move except what's already in line with that. But that's fine. But the plane they move on is, I think, the other two. So, like, if you have something spin on the x-axis, so, like, if you have x, y, z, if I spin it on x, I'm spinning things on the YZ plane, which I don't know what that means, brother. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't. That's why. Okay, that's that problem solved. Anyway, we need a 4D cube, then we need to rotate the 4D cube. We need to find patterns in that rotation, and to find the pattern in that rotation, we need to look back. So we need to find how you rotate something in 3D so that we can then expand that to 2D. This is hard, man. Let's see. I'm looking up more stuff. Man, this is probably not that entertaining. I mean, I guess while I'm here, I may as well just chat, you know, while I look for this. Um, what's something I can talk about? Dude, okay, hold on. Magnets are weird. Magnets are weird. I'm slowly understanding magnets more, but they are still very weird. Like, wait, if you strike iron wrapped in copper, which I don't know why it has to be wrapped in copper, but if you strike iron wrapped in copper or coiled in copper, it will become a magnet. And apparently, it's because, like, electrons have the thing called spin, which isn't actually them spinning. They aren't spinning, but the electrical field around them moves as if it's a spinning top. Like, it does precession or something. I don't even remember what precession is. I think it's like if you take a dreidel and you spin it really fast and then you flick it, it'll wobble a bit. And that's what the electron yeah, that's what electrons' electric fields do, and so they act as if they're spinning. So they don't actually spin, but they act like they are. And if you change the direction of that, that does something. So something becomes a magnet when all of the rotations are pointing in the same direction. And I don't know what that even is supposed. Why? I don't know why that is. I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. That I don't get why that is. Like, why would why would them pointing in the same direction mean that they because it's weird. Okay, because magnetic fields, magnetization, and all that gobbledygook is caused when when charged particles are moving. If you shoot an electron out, it's going to cause a magnetic field to form around it because it's a moving charge. It has a charge of -1, and that charge is moving. So that causes a magnetic field. So why would a still electron cause a magnetic field if it's still? Just because it's pointed in a certain direction. That I don't understand because nothing about it is changing. So what creates that? And also, is that even? I feel like surely we wouldn't. I feel like it's reasonable to assume we're not just gonna call two different things magnetization or whatever when they are objectively not the same thing, right? My favorite color, I don't actually know. My favorite color, I guess blue. Uh, would it be blue? Maybe like a maroon. I never think about that for long enough. Y equals theta minus and x. I never look at that for. I never think about that for long enough. I can only kind of say maroon or something because maroon is cool. I like maroon. But then also there's blue, which I very much like blue, especially with like a silver or something. But, you know, indecision. Very, very much indecision. Um, man, this is hard for my brain. If we, you know what? The, let's just do what we can and then come back to the math later because I can't figure out what I thought. If we can't figure this out today, then the next time we approach this, I will have gone into my other computer so I can see what I wrote down and that way I'll know what's going on, and I can explain it to you, hopefully. But for now, we'll focus on 4D Cuban data. 4D Cuban data means we want each of the points, 8 points that are binary values. That's not how you spell that. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. Binary values. We can easily just, like, have each point have this, you know what I mean? And then just slap another 0 on there. And then we need to connect them, right? We need to connect them with lines. Connect with lines. We need to we need to figure out which points we want to connect with lines. Because that matters. For example, if we have a cube and we have a point on one corner and then a point on a corner that goes up, forward, and to the side, those 2 points don't connect. So that would be, like, say you have 0, 0, 0, and up, forward, to the side. Oh, that's too many zeros. There. So that means 0, 0, 0, and 1, 1, 1 don't connect. Right, and I remember the way that I figured out how to connect them with lines was you check they connect if they're the same on all lower dimensions. Yeah, so like say you have Okay. So then you have X lines, Y lines, and Z lines. You connect. Hold on, give me a second. One more space right there. There you go. Connect on Y if the X coordinate is the same. And then you connect on Z if X and Y coordinates are the same. Yeah. Because, so it's all the lower ones. And then X... What was the deal with X? Do they just all... Oh. Right. Because this is, you go with the highest distance. So we'll just say from highest different, I don't know, coordinate. That way. There you go. So if you have 0, if you have 0, 0, 0, and 0, 1, 0, or 0, 1, 1, right? The highest difference is this right here, these last ones. Because it's point number 3 is 0, on this one point number 3 is 1. So if their lower ones were the same, which they're not in this case, because this guy has lower ones that are 0, 0, and this guy has lower ones that are 0, 1. So these wouldn't connect. But if this was 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 1, then it would connect because these are the same. So in the case of X, if their highest difference was X, which would be like this, right? Because for this is the same. How can I think it's easier to separate them with commas. There we go. So that way, the y and z for these two are the same. They are both 0 and 1, but their x's are different. These would connect because there's nothing lower, and that nothingness is the same. So that means we need to store them in this list. Find... I think... Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. That seems like the best thing to do here. So I guess let's start with generate cube. Cube. I have no clue if what I'm typing is valid, but I'm sure everything will work itself out. Boop. Hey! Things are coloring themselves. That's a good sign. So, generate cube. We'll have... dimensions. Like that. Dimensions. There you go. And that'll be a number. So, you repeat... Or no, not repeat. 4 dimensions. What is wrong? Dimensions not accessed. It's quite literally right there. Parameter, dimensions, any. I mean, I don't know what you want from me, friend. It's right there. But yeah, it's I would like to dimensions. Okay, we'll just say D equals dimensions or something, and then for D, I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know. Maybe we do int. Make it an integer. Man, I'm realizing... Okay, if that works, then I can just skip the D. And do that. Man, I'm realizing how long it's been since I've coded in Python, which is actually only like a few months, but like still. What? Expressed... Expected in. In range? Would it be 0 to 1? Do we give... Yeah, because lists start with 0. So 0... Oh, okay. Brain. So, actually, this is for I in int dimensions. Like that. That's in. So good at my job. Anyway, so now, hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna do this because I can't see chat right now. Okay, I believe I can see chat now. Why are you being a stinky dude part face? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Okay. By and range int dimensions, now what? We need to create points, so that means we need a list of points. Points equals empty list. There you go. So then, dude, I don't know. Can I just do this twice? Like for I in that, and then for K in this? Man, I should not have gone with stream was my first one because I don't remember how to code. For K, so then if we do points dot append what? Do I parentheses? Points to, oh, that's a 9 up there. I don't know how I did that. Object any. So then we need a counter. Okay. So then we'll just have first one be x, I guess. Yeah, yes. X equals I. Append. Dude, I have no clue what I'm doing and I don't know why. I feel kind of disjointed right now. But we just... For the sake of figuring out what the heck is going on, I'm gonna take this out, put that there. Boom. Boom. We'll just make you 3 for now. What? Expected indented block? You have an indented block. Why do you need to be indented? Because of you. Get rid of you. Oh, and you need to go inside of here. Yeah, that works. Okay. I'm just gonna run this. Can I do that? There's no play button like I'm used to, and that's concerning. Is it this down here? Bring that up. Man. Let's see. Go to... Peak. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Man, I shrimply don't know what's going on. What is this? I don't know what most of this is. I should have named this relearning how to code in Python with a annoyingly complicated thing. Let's just try... Let's look at Python. I assume this is deprecated? Yes. Sure, do that one. No. Who did this one? Microsoft. Where's Microsoft's thing? Is that literally just Pylance? I would like for you to go away. Thank you very much. Dude, I have no clue what's going on, and that's upsetting. This is... Yeah. Yep, definitely don't know it. Runtime activation commands. Dang. Dude, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. This is actually bonkers. The fact that I can't run this is also concerning because dude, I don't remember. This is the issue with being on a new computer. I don't have the assistance of whatever the heck I was doing before. Oh, wait. There's a but. What does this do? Run without debugging. What is this? Yeah, dude. So if I do this now, I probably need this guy down here. Did anything happen? Probably not, because I didn't tell you to do anything. Print points. Save. Run. Oh? Is something gonna happen? Okay. It did 001122. Okay, in that case, we'll do single item called point that will equal an empty list point dot append k. Just try that. Does that even make sense? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to iterate over everything. I'm saying words that aren't words, and it's not productive. Okay. What are we wanting as an output? We want all three binary things, so that means we want to go 0. Technically, we could just go through it like it's binary. But I don't know if I want to do that. Let's run this, just see what happens. Makes sense, because I want you to... Oh, wait, and then at the end of this, then you points dot append point. Perfect. 012012. Man. Oh, first of all, these are only going to be... Okay. Okay. Let's do 0 and for that, yeah, from 0 to 1, point is that, x is that, append. So then we'll do points dot append. Instead of doing k, we'll do I, comma k. And then you do that. This should give me 4 lists that contain all the binary values for that. Nope. Right, because point doesn't exist. Point. We'll just do point. There. I'm doing something wrong. If I set you to 2, are you gonna do what I want you to do? Yes. Yes, you are. I forgot that, and I don't like that it does that. Okay, and then, you can be points. We can get rid of point, because we don't need that. Okay, my brain is slowly coming to, and now this will just be a list of lists instead of... Yep. Cool. So each of these lists is a point, and then we can do just this again. For, I guess J would be the thing. I'm just gonna copy this. Actually, I'd rather copy this, because that's what I want. Boom. Tab, tab. Get rid of that space. You actually, yeah, go there. And then we swap. What am I thinking? Sorry. Just put this inside of here. We don't need X because we already have I. Makes sense. Makes sense. This makes sense to me. Colon. My colon. My colon is gone. There we go. There we go. And then UBIKJ. And this should give me a list of 8 things, which is all the points. Boom. Okay. 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 Sorry, that took an alarming amount of time for me to get recombobulated. But now we have a thing, and it's outputting what we want, which is this. We have points, all the points. Good. So, now what do? We have a cube in data, effectively. We just need to manipulate that cube. Yeah, okay. So, from... I think we'll just do import turtle as t. Okay. Don't remember what the stuff for t is, so let's see what this is. T dot... What if we do from turtle import stepping is stinko? What is wrong with you? Get out of here, bro. Why is this doing this? It's you. Get out of here. From turtle. Import. There we go. Okay. Now where is... Oh, is it turtles? As T? And then do the same thing from screen. I feel this... Man. TS. Screen. Boop. Like that. Let's try that. So T dot... Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh. Brother. I have no clue. That's crazy. How does all of this escape my brain so quickly? It's been like a month. Import. Stop it. Turtle. As T. So now we can do turtle. T dot. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, okay, okay. So, do TS dot. This... Oh, there's thunder outside. Where's Capital Turtle? What does Capital Turtle look like? Like that. So then turtle screen is what I want to do as TS. So if we do TS dot... Yay! We got the thing doing the thing. So I want to create a screen. How? Add shape. Adds a turtle shape to the turtle screen shape list. Okay, let's just go through these and see. Boop, boop. Clear screen. I did not need to do that. Friend, thank you. This is hard. It's set on timer. Blah 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 blah. Bunch of input stuff. Get canvas. What does that do? Return canvas of this. Yeah. Okay. Update. T dot screen. Is there a capital screen? No. Then screen. T dot screen. If we do colon, I keep forgetting which button is my shift key. Because it's not shift. Man, what happens if I run this? Okay. Did you mean screens? I'm being lied to. TS dot color cut get. I would like to open a screen. How would one go about doing that? Main loop? Is that it? Starts event loop. Maybe. No. Oh, self. Like that. Oh. Equals. I have no clue what's going on. I think that's threading, and I don't want to do threading. I feel as though this is... my confusion is taking away from the entertainment. It's very funny. As a matter of fact... Alright. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This is boring. I want to try something. We're gonna try something else, because this is getting boring. And I don't want to be boring. I'll figure out how to code again tomorrow. Not like here. Or I guess, would it be tomorrow? What day of the week is it? No. I'll figure it out tonight. I'll figure out what the thing, what I did with the Tesseract, and I'll also figure out how to code tomorrow. But in the meantime, you're gonna get to see my other screen. Boom! Look at that. I'm also a little too big in this one. This is my gaming screen, where we game. I'm gonna play a game, because that's more fun than watching me fumble around in Visual Studio Code. Let me see. Oh no! Wait, no, we're good. Okay. Boop. I did not. Wait, no. Game, stop it. No! No! Task manager, quick. Kill him. Kill him now. Please? Please? Mayhaps? Please, maybe? I guess we just sit here and wait. So, uh, food. Food is good, man. Food is great. Um, I very much like food. Food is a great thing. Love me some food. Humans very good at making food, by the way. Getting food, collecting food, storing food, all of that, incredible. A lot of animals, most animals have to go out and search for their food and stuff, but we don't have to do that because we're actually that good at our jobs. The job that is surviving and getting food, the two priorities of humanity. I forgot what I was saying. Yes, food is great. Food is good. We're very good at getting food, and I think that's very cool. It also means that world hunger doesn't need to be a thing, which I think is. I mean, it's a little good, a little bad because it's good because it means that world hunger can reasonably be solved. You know what I mean? We're that good at making food that we can reasonably make enough food for all of humanity. And I say this not knowing if that's actually true, but it seems like a reasonable assumption. But like I feel like it's reasonable that we would be able to um make enough food for all of humanity, and also it's kind of sad that we haven't already, but that's only because of greed, I guess. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm kind of like, what's the word? Would it be sympathetic? Because sympathetic, despite starting with sim, which, presumably, like, symmetry and all that stuff. But whatever. It's like, I kind of understand for humanity, not for the individuals, because it does, yeah, you do kind of suck for that. But for humanity as a whole, I do understand the greed thing, because you kind of need that to survive in the world that we were evolved to survive in. And devolving things is a lot harder than evolving them, you know what I mean? Like, if we wanted to get rid of greed from humanity's natural instinct, we would need to incentivize not being greedy for someone's survival. That is to say, not being greedy would have to become beneficial to their survival, or being greedy would have to become a bad idea for their survival. And obviously, that's kind of like a not, you know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how long that would take because it would be artificial, what's it called? Artificial selection. I don't know how long that would take, but it would be a lot of people that would die because they're greedy, and I don't know if that's cool. I mean, technically, you could argue from like the standpoint of like, well, their greed has caused a lot of people's lives, so you know. But at the same time, it's kind of like, though I, it's. I guess at the end of the day, it's kind of like you are killing someone. You know, it's like for if you view it like a video game, right? Where once you kill someone, you get the title of murderer, and maybe it's not necessarily murderer. You know what I mean? Because like if somebody gets on death row and then you're the guy that has to give them the syringe, you're not a murderer for that. I don't think it would be the person that ordered you to do it if anyone were to become a murderer. I don't know. That's a whatever. But um, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. If you view it from the perspective of like, once you kill someone, you become a murderer, and we'll assume that this is in the case of Not including the law, killing people. But if you kill someone, you become a murderer. Then obviously, the people that cause people to die because of their greed would be murderers, and the people that kill the people that kill people because of their greed would also be murderers. And it's kind of just like a general killing people, kind of a bad thing, you know what I mean? There's lesser evils and all that, but still, you know, but I still think it's pretty cool that we can solve world hunger, probably. uh, dude. Water, weird. Water is strange. Not specifically water, though. I mean, water is weird because it's got its whole bendy thing, but like, if you life evolved in water, right? It evolved in the ocean, and it got out of the water by trapping the ocean inside of it. Like we're however much percent, like 70 something percent water, because that's the ocean mostly. Like that's crazy, right? Like it's like okay, it's effectively fish, right? Like goldfish. The goldfish is on land, but in water. We are on land with water in us. We're simultaneously the fish and the fish tank, which is very funny. The game is booting up, by the way. But that's kind of crazy. I've always found that a little weird to think about. Like, we didn't necessarily disconnect from the water. You know what I mean? Like, we live outside of the ocean now, but we still need water to live because we have to have our ocean inside of us, which is kind of weird. Kind of weird, kind of cool. Um, what else? Um, the sun. Very cool. Very dense. In fact, it's actually very hot, not cool. But it's awesome, that's for sure. Man, Minecraft is taking a while. There we go. Alright. I should be able to switch this to be... Come on. Come on, everybody, now do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Music is weird, dude. Music is weird. Music is weird. Music is strange. Music is very strange. Because, okay, I don't know why. I don't know why. And I should probably look more into this because it's very interesting. But, like, first of all, it makes rhythm make sense. Rhythm makes sense because we need rhythm to speak. Like animals that can speak, like parrots, people, maybe crows. I think crows, but like animals that can speak need rhythm, and that makes sense because language and all that gobbledygook requires rhythm. The weird part is the weird part is the what do you call it? Music. It's music, right? Why do we like music? Like, what? Like, first of all, do all animals have auditory preference? You know what I mean? Like, do they have sounds that they like and don't like? And that's not necessarily from like a pain perspective, because obviously there are sounds that are painful. Like, is this the right one? I'm pretty sure this is not the right one. There are sounds that are painful, like just really high-pitched sounds. Get out of here, bro. Thank you. Okay, high-pitched sounds are painful. Why? Where is this? Well, that's concerning. I don't know why that's not working. Hmm. I simply want to game mod. Game. Specific window. Minecraft. Okay, there we go. That's why. This is the wrong one. You need to be this one. There we go. Look at that. It's Minecraft. 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 Okay. So, now what? We play. Now we play. I don't know what to do. Make a new world. What am I thinking? What do I want to do with this world? Um, for now, we're gonna no specific goal. We're just gonna figure out how things go. That's Control A is what I'm looking for. Appropriate name. Difficulty normal. Commands off. I think amplified. Wait. Hmm. Fine, we'll do default. Stinko. Everything else, fine. Keep it default. Create new world. Ha 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 ha, that's funny. Oh, I should change the name of the stream for sure, because now we're no longer coding a Tesseract because I could not figure out. Let's see, docs, stream information. I gotta change that. Well, this loads up. Whoa. Yeah. Frankly, I should have gone with gaming. I wanted to code, but I didn't expect to not remember how to code. My first stream, uh, playing, playing Minecraft. Oh, please, playing Minecraft. I have to code after a month. There you go. What? Oh no. Hold on. Let's see. Um, hold on. I'm gonna send a test. Test. Chat may or may not be broken. That's not what I wanted to type. Boop. Test. Okay. Okay, well, I guess while we wait on that, let's do the basic Minecraft things. Wow. Oh, yeah. This is lag. I can reduce that, though, by closing some of these unnecessary windows. Whoa. There we go. What the? Am I can do that. You should learn to do redstone in survival. I think that would be cool. How do I? My escape key is no longer. Okay, there we go. Oh, I had deja vu about this. I don't remember what the deja vu was, but this has happened to me in a dream. I've approached this tree. I don't remember what I was talking about though, so maybe that was a different thing. Playing survival Minecraft. I don't do this often. Usually when I play Minecraft, I'm making stuff because I'm bad at survival. So it's more, so it's more fun to just do something. What am I doing? Yes, okay. I guess if we learn to do redstone, what should be the goal if we're gonna try to learn to do redstone? Is this? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Man, this is all right. So this, this, make a pickaxe. Boom. Uh, give me that. Into the caves. I think there was that iron right here. This is going to cause me to fall. Oh, hey, nice. I'm. I feel like the odds of me falling are alarmingly high. I was correct. Where was that iron that I saw? Did I see iron, or was it just delusional? Okay, guess just hallucinations. That's fine. Let's see. What do we do here? Uh, I'm gonna. Okay, you get out of here. So, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I guess make a piston house or something. Because if I have a house where everything is all redstoned up, then surely that'll teach me redstone. Thank you for not making that, because I almost did. Boom, 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 boom. Da da da. Da 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 da. Hey, hurry and get this before a skeleton shoots you in the abdomen. Iron, iron, element. I can try to like say stuff I know about the things that I get. Iron, um, let's see, element 26. It's magnetic. I believe ferromagnetic, which I imagine it's ferromagnetic because it's ferrous. Ferrous, Fe. I don't know the word for iron in Latin, but I'm pretty sure it starts with Fer because that's the. Oh, I picked this back up. Get out of here. Because ferrous means like iron E. So I imagine what that means. I have hiccups now somehow. Okay. Boom. Battle. What do you mean battle bot? What would that mean? Oh, that's a spider. Actually, spider, come here. I love spiders in real life. They're very cool. Webs are very strong. Love Spider-Man. Favorite superhero. Get out of here. I'm actually. That was horrific. That was horrific gameplay. Wipe that from your memory. You don't need to remember that. You never saw that. That never happened. Um, spiders are cool. You don't know. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. um, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, spiders. Spiders are cool. Their silk is very strong. Last time I checked, it's made of the same stuff DNA is made of, which I find interesting. I don't know for sure. I swear, because when I looked it up, it was like alanine, guanine, and something else. It might have been the triene or whatever the heck. But it's the same stuff that DNA is made of. So it's possible that they make their webs out of the things they eat, which makes sense, you know? Like it's gotta come from somewhere, and that food is the only thing that they're getting more of in their body. So it would make sense if that would imply that webs are kind of made of meat, and I don't like that. I like they're not, but at the same time, you know, that's. Oh, I hear lava. Alright, we're gonna cook this iron, and then I'm gonna make iron tools and hope that that lava is indicative of maybe diamond, maybe diamante. That would be the fastest I've ever gotten diamond. I've never beat this game before because I'm bad at it. This quite literally might be the one time that I beat Minecraft. We're gonna turn you into a little hut. I know I know what spider webs are made of because I have this period of, well, I mean, I still want to, but like I had this period of really wanting to make Spider-Man's webs in real life. So I was like, okay, what are they made of? So I can just make a lot of it and then have a gun that shoots a ton of it. And it's like, that's what it said. And so, but the thing is, well, first of all, Spider-Man's webs, even if you could get them, unfortunately, even if you could, like, make the webs themselves, you would need something for them to stick on. And that's like, because it's gotta support your weight. And the weight of the webs if you don't make them out of actual spider webs or spider silk. Like, it has to support your weight. And that's not just your weight, that's your weight that is increased by the fact that you're swinging. You know what I mean? You've got the centrifugal force that's going for you. So you're gonna weigh a bit more. So that's hard. I don't know what a brick wall can handle in terms of pulling force, but maybe not a 100 plus pound individual 100 plus pound individual swinging very fast. I don't know how to get down there, and for some reason, because I can't shift. My shift key doesn't. My shift key is on the right side, so I can't, like, comfortably shift. Is there a key that I can replace it with? Let's see. Not what I wanted to do. Controls, keybinds. If we change sneak to be X, oh, that's fine. That's a creative feature. I don't care about that. So now I can, oh my god! I almost just walked off the edge. That's not working. Why is that not working? Why does X not work? Why? Do I need to go in and change it so that it doesn't try to change my hotbar in survival mode? Like what? Okay. Change hotbar. You can be insert, bro. I don't know. Okay, there we go. And I want to take that off of toggle. Because as cool as toggle is in terms of it, you know, saving me. Hold. There we go. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. I heard lava over here, and I assumed it was down there. But now I'm not certain. Think. That's not what I wanted to do. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna dig down here. There might not be lava down here, but I'm gonna do it. Can I safely dig straight down there? I cannot. I need more coal. I'm going to end up not seeing whatever the heck is going to kill me first. Let's see. Deep slate. Hey, Deep Slate, would you mind giving me some coal? I don't know if that's a rare block down here, but I would like some. I don't hear lava anymore. Did I just... Oh, hey, iron. Is the brightness all the way up? It is. I just can't see. I shrimply can't see. Brightness... Oh, bro, turn that up. There we go. That's what I call expanding your retinas, or irises. I guess whoa! Okay, that was, I don't know why. There appears to be some amount of delay occasionally when I press the D key. And that seems to have sent me... Oh, Jesus. I am cold, man. It is cold down here. It's cold down here in the mines. You'd think it'd be hot because of all the sweaty children, but no, it's cold because they turned the AC all the way up. Ah! They put air conditioning in the mines because the canaries want to be cooler when they die. Holy Jesus. Oh no. Oh. Please do not. What am I doing? I could totally take that. That's 2 creepers. I have a shield. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. I panicked, but everything is okay. It's 2 creepers and a zombie. I win this fight. I win this fight. I solo this. Please, for the love of God. Stop it. I'm so... How am I this bad, man? I don't understand what happens, but I simply suck. Thank you. Thank you. There is no cold down. Oh, hey, that's light, though. Is that lichen? Or... Yes, it is lichen. Glow lichen. The lichen glows. I don't know who N is, but I'm glowing like him. Anyway. Hey, that's a lot of light. I assume... Oh, diamonds! Diamantes! Oh my god. Oh my god. Calm down. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Okay. I don't know what noise I just heard. Okay. That sounds like a baby zombie, which is not good. Yeah, that's a baby zombie. Okay. Okay. We're locking all the way in right now. Hold on. Give me... Bro. Where's the accessibility? Give me my subtitles. Give me my subtitles right now. Give me that. Okay. Okay. And I cannot miss. F3. Hold on. I need to turn on the stinking, I need to turn on, hitboxes so I can see exactly where to hit them and make sure that I hit them. This is serious. This is so serious. This is so no, stop it. Stop being a stinky doo-doo fart face. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that. Close that. Close the F3 menu. Oh, it's because I'm in. What was that? That sounded like a horror beyond my comprehension entered my world. Okay. Okay. Baby zombie is over there. Holy Jesus. Okay. Oh. Is that it? Is that it? Is that the baby zombie? No, there's two of them. There's two baby zombies. What are these odds, man? Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Punting a child is incredibly easy. They simply don't know how to defend themselves. Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay? I may not be a football quarterback or whatever position kicks the ball into the really big Y shape, but I can tell you I can kick a child at least 2 feet, and that's far enough to break their ribs. So I think I'm okay. And these kids have necrosis, bro. They have necrotic bacteria eating all of their muscles and bones, so I think we're okay. Holy Jesus, I'm terrified right now. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. We're okay. Everything is fine. God. This is horrible. Okay, okay. I'm assuming that thing looks like a bat, so I'm assuming that's a bat. Hey, baby zombie. You have a... Okay, I thought you had a sword. No, that's just your... Are you being dead serious right now? How am I losing? Dude, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die to 2 baby zombies. And I literally... This is exactly why I don't play Survival Minecraft. Do you see this? Do you see how bad I'm doing right now? Okay. Okay. This is fine. We're gonna kill these sheep, make a bed, go to bed, die, sheep. You must give me your hair. Please. 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 Thank you. Let's see. Bum. I think sheep should have a chance of dropping more than 1 wool when they die. Like, at least 2. Because I don't see... I understand... Okay, well, no, actually, I do get it. I do get it. I assume when you kill them and they drop their stuff, that's basically you harvesting whatever you can from their corpse. Can you die? Dude. I'm... Okay. Holy Jesus, holy Jesus, holy Jesus. I need a singular log. I need 2 logs. I need 2 logs. Spider, go away! Dude, stop it. You stinking demon from the... wherever the heck... What's the... It's not Arizona. Why can't I think... Australia. Go away. Do you think they like spiders in Australia? I hope they like the spiders in Australia. Like, I assume everything in their continent is so dangerous that... I assume everything in their continent is so dangerous that they're not fazed by the danger, and they simply are like, oh yeah, that's Billy. He'll kill you if you look at him too hard. Like, and they're still able to really like Billy, because Billy is chill like that, you know what I mean? Okay, go to sleep. We need to go find where I died. Okay. It should just be a hole. It should just be like a little crack in the ground. I'm shivering. I'm literally shivering right now. This, yes. Okay. Don't stop it. You stop your shenanigans. You stop this now. I raised you better than that, grown man. Young man? Young man. That's the one I was looking for, not grown man. Okay. We still have our iron. We can come back from this. I need a sword so that I don't have to aim. I don't have sticks. This is um okay. Um okay. Yeah, sure. Um what do we do? What do we do? Okay. We'll just make armor. I'm not gonna make a chest plate so that I don't waste iron. But I can make pants and a helmet. That will hopefully give me enough armor to... There we go. Okay. Hopefully that'll give me enough armor to, what's it called? I'm gonna have to just take that damage. That sucks. Somehow, all the damage that I'm gonna need to take to get to where I died is going to make this armor negligible. And I'm going to die again. That's usually how it goes. I somehow... Like, I get... It's fine. Iron. Was it down here? I don't know where I died, bro. Okay, it was down here. It was down here. And then over here. Yep, and I got chased by the zombies. And I fell in here. Yep. Love to see it, baby. None of my stuff fell in this incredibly far away lava, right? Because it shouldn't have. Frankly, the fact that it got that close is alarming. Okay. Do I have sticks? Yes, I do. Okay. Table. You, make a sword so I don't have to aim. Make a sword so I don't have to aim. Boom. 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 Okay. Okay. We got this. Get the diamonds. Get the diamonds and get out. Please, get out of the hole. Okay. How many diamonds? 1. 2. 2 diamonds? I mean, that's acceptable, frankly. The fact that I got diamonds this early at all is insane. This is quite literally... I'm... Okay, fine. I'm happy with the 2 diamonds. That's fine. I just need to get out of here. Think before something else spawns. Okay. Right here. Oh, God. Okay. Here we go. Out of here. And goodbye. Sayonara. So long, Gay Bowser. What was that? Did I almost just die? I think I almost just died. The fact that I am alive right now is a miracle. Okay. We have 2 diamonds. That's not enough to be actually impactful in terms of I'm not going to use it on anything that costs 2 diamonds, because why would I make a sword or gardening tool with that? It's fine. We can just keep them. What the heck, bro? Why did I just drift to the side there? I was literally pressing D. Doesn't make sense. D stands for doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's see. I don't... Is this iron? No, that's tough. Oh, hey, more iron. Cool. What's something I know about iron? Magnetite? It spawns in magnetite? It spawns in magnetite. In real life, you can find it in magnetite. I assume I'm somehow going to die of natural causes down here, and that's insane. Oh no, skeleton is rattling. What am I thinking? Over here, that's where I'm trying to go. No, it's not. Where's out? Where's gone? Where's bye-bye? Okay, calmly. Find your way out of the crevice. I am panicking. Just in case that wasn't obvious. Okay. Oh. Man. What is that? A hitbox. Nothing down here with a hitbox is good. Unless it's an Enderman. It is not an Enderman. Okay. We need to just leave. We just need to leave. We simply need to leave. It is you're I can't find a shrimp joke. My brain is too frazzled. Okay. Also shrimps is bugs, by the way. Just letting you know. That's all. That is simply all. It's shrimply all actually. I need to go back to get the rest of my iron. This sucks. Okay, shield, protect me. If I die, I'm blaming you and not me at all because it's not my skill issue at all and you don't need to think about it. Hmm. Just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. Okay. You know, you're making me feel not okay when you play a sound labeled as eerie noise. Like, what is that supposed to be, an omen? Oh. I might need to just get to the surface and then come back down. Please! Okay, okay, hey, nice, nice, nice. Okay, we're okay. Thank goodness. There was no iron in here. Okay, we're fine. Oh, yeah, I used all the iron to make the armor. We're okay. That's a creeper. Aw, man. Uh, my torch. Copper is cool. Copper is, I mean, it conducts. I don't know what about a material makes it conduct better or worse. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know why one material would be better or worse at allowing electrons to pass through. Maybe I do. Maybe it's the unpaired electrons. I don't. What's the atomic number of? Sorry. Okay, what's the atomic number of copper? Do I remember? I don't think I remember the atomic number of copper. Iron is 26. I think it's past iron. So I'm not sure what the atomic number is, but if I had to guess, the only reason I can think of as to why it would be better slash worse at, or no, the only reason I can think of that copper would be better at allowing electrons to pass through is that its last orbital, like its last little of electrons, is only one electron. So that means that other electrons are able to pass through by flipping their spin and therefore not being repelled by the electron, or being repelled less, at least. So, that's my guess. That's my guess. It's, frankly, might not even make sense to anyone that knows anything. But as someone who doesn't, I gotta say, sounds kind of reasonable. But of course, you know, that relies on the fact that that is the case, that its last thing is an unpaired electron. Because if that is not the case, then, you know, we're back to square one. Okay, we gotta find water. We need to find the ocean, because I want to make a farm. Yes, yes. We're going realistic civilization, baby. We need water so that we cannot die of dehydration. Hey, don't do this. I don't know who you are, mister, but you need to not do that. I have no how to... I don't know how to do that. Let's see. Oop. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do odd things. Let's see. There we go. You, mister. I don't know who you are. It's gonna use that, but yeah, that works. I don't know. And then I don't know how to. How would you go about message? Let's see. No. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it's already hit him. Oh no, I'm being attacked. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Boop boop. Priest of the bed! You stinko! Oh my god. Oh my god. It wouldn't have been that bad because I'm not very far from my spawn anyway. Get out of here. Man. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. We're fine. Go to sleep. Gotta sleep, sleep, sleep. Okay. Man, I really like... You don't get to just not have my knockback because you get smacked by the sun. What kind of garbage is that? There we go. Alright. Yeah, we need to find water so that we can make a village. What? What am I talking about? We need to find water so that we can make a farm. I don't know why I said village. Well, here we go. Off we go. Pumpkins! Taking that. Actually, can you make any food with pumpkins? Pumpkins aren't really that great. Eh. Oh wow, look at that. Water. This is sick. Okay. Well, I guess we make a house here. May as well. Ooh, yay. Okay, I had an idea. We're gonna make a water wheel. That's the cool thing that I'm gonna do. And then I guess for the redstone thing, we can try to make it move. I think that would just be a piston feed tape. But no, it wouldn't because you have to, it's not the same. We'll figure it out. Let's see. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to put down my bed so I can set my spawn so this can be officially my place. Alright, so now we need to make house, I guess. House time, house time. My favorite time of the day. It's house time. What? Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, I can craft a boat now. Oh, dude, it's the bushes. They added bushes and stuff, right? Is this a shrub or something? It's a bush. It is a bush. Sick. Entirely aesthetic, but very cool. Love me a bush. I don't remember if George W. Bush was a good person, so I'm not gonna make a joke about that. How many? Is there another Bush? Because why do we specify W? You know what I mean? Like, why do we specify W if there's only one George Bush? So surely there has to be another George Bush. Who's the other George Bush? Is he just George Bush, and then we specify George W. Bush? Or is he George, like, E. Bush or something? Georgie Bush. Um, Alright. Finale. What? Alright, we've got logs. With these logs, we shall make a log shed house. Where do I want to put this? You know what? I'm gonna do something that I've never done before, and I'm gonna make a diagonal house. But it's not even gonna be 45 degrees. It's gonna be whatever. Let's do this angle. What angle is that? What's the slope of this? It would be over, or I guess up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 even. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 about? So 6, 11? 6... That's effective. That's almost, like, 2, you know what I mean? Like, doing this. So I'm sure this will get close enough. It kinda did. We can move for the sake of symmetry, we can move this to be in the center. So how many would that be? I think just 3, so that would mean making you only 1. Like this. Booyah. And now, okay, so that's, cool, that's that, but... Oh wait, no, that's not symmetrical. It was 11, which means that it would be 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're the center. It's an odd center. Duh. That's why I thought that was the center. What if I move that up? I don't think I can do anything about that. That's fine. So... Then what? What would be 90? What would be 90 degrees from this? I don't... Would it be the reciprocal? Which would basically just be... this? I'm out of cobble. I'm just gonna use dirt for now. It's not gonna be the actual floor, but it's just for planning. So something like this. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Sorry, let's just go, and then 1, 2. How many was that? Okay, wait, no, you're supposed to be 3. So like this, and then... Okay. George W. Bush was the first one, and then the second one... Wait. No. Okay, George Bush was first. George second was W. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for that. Very cool. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And that's our diagonal floor, more or less. Obviously, gotta dig out the floor and make it not dirt. But, you know, baby steps. Okay. Oh no. Don't do that. Thank you. Can you use this to make a stone? You cannot. What about this? Granite. Give me the granite. Dang it. Do I have anything here? I guess I just have to go with a wooden shovel. It's fine. Okay. Diagonal house. Ow. May as well talk about some kind of... Is there... What science is there with houses? Air conditioning. I don't know anything about air conditioning. The only thing I can really think of that I know about in regards to, like, a house is, what? Fire detectors? Or smoke detectors? Yeah, smoke detectors. They use... I don't know if they still do, but I know americium, a radioactive material, was used in them because it would be something about the radiation, like the alpha particle that it would shoot out, right? That it would, while it was decaying, would be interrupted by the smoke when it goes into it, and that would set off some kind of alarm that would be the smoke alarm. And that is very cool. I may as well talk about whatever the heck an alpha particle is, which I'm pretty sure alpha particle just kind of... you know what? I don't really know what an alpha particle is, confidently at least, but my, as far as I'm aware, it's just like a little helium nucleus, you know what I mean? 2 protons and 2... I think it's just 2 protons and 2 neutrons that shoot out of a nucleus, but I don't know for sure. I realize that I don't know for sure. Is this enough? Probably not. Let's see. What else? While we do mining, may as well just mining. Doing some mining. Uh, what's some cool facts? Um, Throwing rocks in a glass house. That's it. That's the whole thing. I feel like throwing rocks in a glass house is I understand the emphasis of it being in a glass house, but throwing rocks in a normal house seems like also bad, you know what I mean? Like you don't need the house to be made of glass. You know? And similarly, bull in a china shop. Like again, I understand the emphasis of it being in a china shop, but a bull in any shop feels like a bad idea. You know? Like, I don't know. But then again, maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm misunderstanding bulls. Maybe they're cooler or chiller than I thought. You know? I wonder if there's a way I can do this. I'm gonna try. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do something really quick. Oh, I forgot to do this. You guys are still, you guys are still seeing that. Um, there you go. I'm gonna try making this smaller for me. Does that affect you guys? It made it smaller for you, but I should be able to make that big again for you. The only question is, does making it bigger for me again make it bigger for you guys again? It does. Okay, so then I'm gonna figure out the size I want and then adjust it for you guys. This way I can see chat at the same time and I won't have to look over. It'll just be there and I'll be able to see in my peripheral updates. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now I can see chat. Very cool. Boop boop. Oh, nope, too many boops. Back to game. There we go. It's nighttime. Betty bye. Bye bye, Betty. Let's see. What else is there? The moon is so cool, man. Like, I, I'm a fan of big things. The moon is massive, bro, and it's like you can't usually tell how big the moon is, but somehow I can I can get that same chill of like seeing something huge when I look at the moon and notice its curvature. Like the fact that it curves around the on the edge, because obviously it's a sphere. Like that's I don't know why, but I can feel how big the moon is, and that's insane. Moon is massive, man, and that's my opinion on that. do 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 do. Here we go. Um, let's see. Oh, okay. Um. Oh, cool thing I learned somewhat recently, just randomly, not intentionally, but it's a cool fact to know that apparently, um, laying down with your eyes closed, just with the intention to sleep, is almost just as good. I think is either almost just as good or like good enough, like close enough to actually sleeping. So, like, even if you can't sleep and you've got some kind of insomnia going on, you can just lay there with your eyes closed and your body will still be rested. You know what I mean? Not necessarily as well rested as if you had actually fallen asleep, but I'd say that's pretty good either way. That's very cool. That was the wrong one. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. If it's 11, that's 10, and that's 4. 14. I can't get that. I can get 12, though. That's less than what I need, actually. I can get 16. There we go. Then this should leave me, if I did my math right, I have one left. I did my math entirely wrong. Not entirely wrong. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, no. Yes, I did do that wrong, because I started from 0, so actually, no. No excuses. Anyway, so how much did I need? One less? I still needed to make the amount that I made, but... Um, let's see. I'm just saying random stuff. Uh, um, clouds are water, and that's kind of weird. Like, clouds are water, rain is clouds, which feels wrong. But rain is clouds. It's kind of like, I guess, if you were to personify clouds, right? Then who is okay? Well, hello. I mean, sure. Hello. Which game do you stream most? This is my first stream, so Minecraft. There you go, friend. Uh, escape. There we go. I'm gonna have to try not to press T, and that's kind of like going against my instinct, because I usually work with commands, and you need to open chat to do that. Boop boop. Boop. Boop boop boop. Boop boop. Boop boop. Boop. E. I may as well just do this. Logs are everywhere, bro. What the? My keys will sometimes get delayed, and that was like 3 keystrokes. Oh, jeez. Okay. What am I thinking? You go. Oh no, X. I switched my sneak key to X. Oh, hold on. I just had a great idea. Well, I don't know. That doesn't account for stream delay though. So, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Um, Here you go. Is that okay? I'm gonna try to use Minecraft chat because that would be faster. I'll let you. What? Brain can't hear me, so typing it in chat. I'm mostly just reading it for VOD watchers if they exist. That's the cool thing about videos, I gotta say, because videos are kind of like, because in a video, right? You are speaking to viewers of the video, which means you're speaking to every individual in the future that may or may not watch the video, which is insane because technically that's possibly infinite people, but also, like, it means that whenever you, what's it called? Hmm. Oh, I gotta actually type, right, don't I? Sure, I'm American. There you go. Hi, turtle! Hey, dude, what's good? I'm gonna call you, uh, uh, I'll just call you Roshi. May as well. Full-on Dragon Ball reference. What am I thinking? I forgot what I was thinking. What was I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I doing? Talk. I was talking about something before the turtle distracted me. Water is clouds. If you were to personify water, right, there you go. Be, it wouldn't be like the clouds are peeing. It'd be that they're bleeding. Rain is the blood of clouds, which is kind of crazy. My question now is it possible for the iron content in water to make it red? And therefore, is it possible to have clouds that bleed iron-filled water? And so it like or rain iron-filled water so that it looks like it's raining blood? And I think that's an interesting question. Let's see, let's put some windows in here before we make more. I'll go here. These three, that's a window. And I'm gonna make like some kind of porch slash balcony thing, and then we'll do two here and two here. There you go. And that's my windows. I might add some here. I'll think about it. That would be very cool. That would be very cool. I mean, it would be cool. It'd be bad because, I don't think that would be, like, cool. I think it would be a cool sight, but I don't think it would go well for the things that are under the rain. And I don't know why exactly, but it feels like it's just, like, a bad idea. But I do also wonder because, like, obviously putting stuff in the water, first of all, having stuff in the water of clouds is hard in the first place because the one of the like main things about rainwater is that it's kind of pure because it's evaporated water. You know what I mean? Like, is rainwater salty? I don't think it is. I don't remember. But like the like one of the main things with rainwater, I believe, is that it's pure or like drinkable because it's evaporated water. It's the same logic as like most methods of purifying, most crude methods of purifying water is just boil the water so that you boil the water and collect the water vapor so that it leaves behind all the impurities. And I feel like iron's probably a pretty heavy impurity, so it'd be very hard to get the iron in the thing, right? So maybe if there was a lot of iron in the air, and then the iron particulates got the cloud to condense around them, then that would be how you got that. And I assume is that fairly possible? I don't know, because I remember at some point learning that the what's it called? A blood moon is caused by iron content in the air, but then I'm pretty sure I learned that that's not actually the case, and it's, well, actually, not necessarily. I think it's possible that both are true, but I know that it turns red when it's in the penumbra of a lunar eclipse. Or is it the umbra? I think it's the penumbra. The umbra is the part where it looks like the lunar eclipse, and the penumbra is the part where it just becomes a blood moon. And so I don't know. I don't know if that's just, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's both or if it's only one, and if it's only one, then it's the penumbra one because I learned that one in astronomy class, and I hope they didn't just lie to me for effect. I think that's cool. Yeah, let's move my stuff inside. There we go. Put that there. Furnace can go right here. Crafting table right there. Put that there. You know, it's fine. Leave them both. That's fine. We need glass now. And luckily, there's sand right there. I mean, I guess sand fact, because I'm getting sand, there are more atoms in a grain of sand than there are stars in the observable universe, which is cool, you know? Atoms are very small. If an atom was the size of a grain of sand, the space between two of those grain of sand atoms would be 200 kilometers, which is genuinely insane. Like, that's that's it doesn't it, I mean it's cool. It makes sense because, you know, atoms are small and also I don't know, small. That's it. They're small. But also, I don't know, intermolecular forces might be relatively massive in terms of like the force. Yeah, the forces that cause them to move or interact with each other are just incredibly long range. So even bonded atoms might be really far away. I don't know. But like that's crazy. Um what else? Sorry, I think. Uh what else can I say? Well, I mean, is it? I feel like there's a difference between silicon and silica and silicate or Kate. I don't know how you would pronounce it in the way that I'm emphasizing it, but silicate. You so there's a difference in that, and one of or multiple. I don't know. There's silica in sand. Yep, bro. Yeah, just yep. Assume what I said made sense. Uh, let's see. Oh yeah, because rain is the blood of clouds. That is yeah, because rain is the blood of clouds. The size of the landmass matters for whether or not a space will be a desert. Because it can be very hot, but there's a difference between a desert and a rainforest. Like, I'm gonna look up a map really quick while this stuff is smelting. Because, stop being mean. Let me look at the map. Map. No, stop. Maps. I don't want maps. I want a map. Just a map. Okay. I'm gonna look up Amazon on a map. Amazon rain on a map. Okay, Amazon is like North South America, and that is. Oh God, hold on 1 second. Oh, I already did all my windows. I need to make a door. Boop. This, this. Door. Okay, let me look up map of the. Okay. Okay, rainforest may be different. Alright. Ignore what I said about the rainforest because I don't know about that one. But I look at the thing and I do see in America, like North America, and in Asia, you have both the case that I'm talking about, in that it's not necessarily hot, but it's so wide that all the clouds dry out before they reach a certain point, and so that point becomes a desert despite temperature. So I don't know if I assume Africa is desert because of its size and not necessarily just because of its temperature. Especially because when I zoom in, Mexico isn't all that desert, really, despite being on the same level as Africa. So I assume, I think Africa, like the Sahara Desert, is. I think the Sahara Desert is desert because of the size of it, the size of Africa, rather than the temperature. Even though it does fall very close to the ground, there is on it. Bro, it's the equator. Yeah, the equator actually does go through the Amazon. So, but yeah, that's cool. What am I doing now? I have a door. I need a roof. That's for sure. Bars. Anyway, give me stairs. Let's make some stairs. Let's see. We want to do. For now, we'll just do this. So that I can do that, 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 that. Stairs. I kind of want to be able to get in there. So then, what I'm gonna do is take that and that, which means I didn't need to make that other set of stairs. But we're gonna take this. Like that. We may as well just make that a block instead of doing anything extra for that. I do kind of want to make that a slab, though. Stop. Pick up the... There you go. Boom, 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 boom. So now we can crouch under and get into here. And that also looks, you know, safe. So now we can climb up here. I'm gonna do one. Oh, I don't know why you put down there, but I would prefer if you didn't. Thank you. Boop boop. My legs would be in pieces by now if this was real life. I'm gonna leave that. I want the. I'm actually. Should I do that? No, I'll leave it. I'm gonna do it all in slabs, actually. I was originally just gonna have the area by the stairs be slabs, and then everything else be normal blocks, but I think I'm going to have it all be slabs, because yeah, because I want to. Go to bed. Boom. Boom. We need more logs. I have saplings? I have saplings, yes. Okay, what we're gonna do, take a little break from the house, because the house is cool, but we need more stuff. Sapling, 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 sapling. Nope. 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 Sapling. Okay, and then we need to make a gardening tool so that we can start our farm. I want to start our farm. If only we had rice. I wouldn't eat it because I don't like rice, but it would be really cool looking. Boom. 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 Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Boom, 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 boom. Look at this. Look at this magic, baby. It's quite shrimply amazing. Ah, stop it. Actually, I will test if I can have you there and have a crop there, because that would be nice. But I probably can't because I have, oh, there's that. I have 4 seeds. Yeah, no, I thought not. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will put the torch here. There you go. I may as well just line, no, line this area with torches. There we go. Okay. So that is our farm started. We've got saplings growing there. Let's see. That looks like there might be a forest over there, so we can go there for wood. That's a big tree. Let's see. I think... yeah, we'll do that in a second. I have to use the bathroom, so... oh, that's why... okay, well, that makes sense. But... just a second. I gotta use the bathroom, so you can, like, I don't know, hang out and be cool or something. Enjoy the music, you know what I mean? I will turn that up for you, actually. Yeah, see you in a second. Hello? I am back. Okay. Oh. Okay. Back to the game. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? We need... What are we supposed to do? House and... something. I don't know. House and home? We need logs. We need wood for the house. We need something. I don't know. We need... Oh, yeah, wood for the house for the roof. Yep. Okay. We also... Oh, we do need a reliable source of food, though. The farm is good, but some kind of meat would be better. Ow. Whoa. Okay. What is that? I can't zoom in. What is that? Okay, it's just 2 skeletons. Okay. It looked like a lot more. There you go. Okay. Thank you. I'm just gonna take this. There we go. Coal. Coal is dead stuff. Yep. Activated charcoal is a very cool way to, like, I guess filter stuff in terms of, like, you know, I don't know exactly. I don't know the properties of activated charcoal, but I do know that it can help in some situations. I don't know how it helps, but I know it can. I think one of those things is filtering, but I'm not certain. I also thought activated charcoal was like something, but from what I can tell, it's kind of just charcoal ground up really fine. Like, I thought you did something to activate the charcoal, but it's just small charcoal. Which is like, I mean, cool, I guess. But I was kinda hoping for more. But, I mean, I guess it's good, you know, because it means there's less of a process to it. You just grind it up really good. Which is good in the cases where you need that, because... What? Yeah, it's good because, you know, if you need it, you might not have the resources to activate it. But if it's just grinding it up, that's good. That's good, because you can grind it up. I mean, if you have charcoal... I guess we start breaking leaves now. Hello. Goodbye. Hello again. Goodbye again. Alright, I think that's everything. That should be the whole thing, maybe? Unless there's more stuff at the top, which is entirely possible. Wait, well, hey. You'll wait for its decay to figure it out. But grab these pieces that I do see. Yeah, I figure you're going to be connected to something. This axe is going to break soon. How many hits do you have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Perfection. That looks like it's gonna decay fine. May as well actually get a bunch of seeds for it here. Wait for the saplings to drop. Dude, I feel like now I understand why people have opinions about what's it called, humans playing God and all that stuff. But I personally believe we need to replace that goofy enzyme or whatever the heck that plants use to create oxygen, because it's annoying. Like, do better. You have it has one job and it's not that great at it. If we replaced it with something that was actually good, then I think we would be a lot better off. But at the same time, who knows? Because although that would get rid of a lot of carbon dioxide, it would also obviously add a lot more oxygen, and I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing, because I do believe oxygen poisoning is a thing that you can get. So maybe it's better that it's lame, in the sense that we evolved with it being lame, so we wouldn't really be prepared for it to not be lame. That's the thing about evolution and all that stuff, is that it's not necessarily fine, you know what I mean? Like exact. But it is I mean, if it has its sensitivities, I suppose. I feel like I should learn more about maybe just plants in general. I think there should be I think schools should have a class called like Ground Zero class or something. Let me make sure I did my thing, and okay, you are seeing this correct. Okay, good. I think schools should have something called Ground Zero class that teach you survival skills and like progression knowledge and skills, so that if you are in a survival situation, you are able to build yourself up to relative comfort, in terms of it teaches you how to make fire and get water and all that stuff with nothing. Like, actually nothing. Hands are empty. You know what I mean? Because, like, when I look up how to find water, I found ground seeping very cool. That seems to be the best way in that situation. Because most of the stuff that I find, you have to use some kind of technology. Like, either a water filter, so that you can take the water straight from the sources, or it's the stinking stoops or whatever they're called, where you have to use plastic. And it's like, what if I don't have plastic? Like, I don't just carry plastic that I could use for one of those around with me. And for a while, that was all that I could find. But I did recently find a video that said something about ground seeping, which is basically just, you know, it's ground, there's water in the ground, and you dig really low, so that the water will collect in that thing. And obviously that water's not immediately drinkable, but fire, you know, do normal filtration thing of boiling it and collecting that water. The only thing is, how would you collect the water? What would be the best way to collect the water? I mean, if you just have something that you would be willing to eat off of, and just use that to collect the water vapor, so it'll condense on that and then drip into a container, you're good. Like, find a non-poisonous leaf or something, a really big non-poisonous leaf. Or if you don't have that, Um, uh, you could also filter it, I guess, is an option, but that's also hard to do because that requires some kind of filter, you know? Like, in terms of, if you have that, yeah, no, filter isn't really an option there because it requires you to have something as a filter. So, no. Now, what am I thinking? Ground. Or I guess it's ceiling, actually. Ceiling and ground are the same thing when you are high up enough. Yeah. I guess that's it. I mean, like, if you gravity, from gravity perspective, that's true. In terms of gravity disappears when you get high enough, so there's up and down, and so, you know, whether something is above you or below you, it's a, you know, it's a, who knows? I think immortality would be cool. That's all. I think immortality would be cool. Like, if I was immortal, I would spend my infinite time learning everything I can about everything. Because that would just be amazing, bro. That would quite literally be the best thing ever. I'm going to... I think I'm gonna put the storage at the bottom. Like, I'm gonna dig down and have a cellar where we put storage. So up here, I'm gonna have this area be... I'm gonna have this area go out a bit. Yeah. I guess I don't really need you to go... Oh. Sleepy! Sleepy time! It's time for the e-birth. Oh, I realize I have Minecraft full screen right now. I need you to be not full screen so that I can see chat. Stop trying to go somewhere, man. There we go. Is this good? Yes. Cool. Okay. Why is that cut off? It was cut off because it's not working. There you go. Okay. I couldn't see my hotbar for a second. So, do I have very... Yes, I do. Okay, we need to figure out how far out do I want this to go. I would have... Thank you. Okay. I think 3 blocks should just be fine, right? Like 1, 2, 3. And so then we just follow this. You just follow this, and then, okay, what's the pattern of this? Given that this is a 1 right here, this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so then I guess we're gonna go, so 1. We're gonna say this goes 3. Well, I guess that doesn't even actually matter, because this is, you need to align this, which is 3 out, 1, 2, this. And these. Do I want to do, like, we do 2 here? Or, like, would it be like this? Or would it be like this? I want this. Actually, no, this is 2. So, they would... If this was a 1, then... Yeah, we'll do this. We'll just do this. And so that's how that's gonna intersect. And that means we want logs... here? I mean, this is... 1, 2... That's a 2. So wait, then... If this is... Then here. So we want log here. I think this... And then that's that. Yeah. Yeah. And then we do that same thing over here. This is 3, so the next thing in this would be 2. But we want to go with 3 out here. So 1, 2, 3, like this. 2, 3. Boom, boom. So then this goes 1, 2 here. Get rid of this. What do we got here? So this is 1, 2. So this goes here, and this is 1, 2, 3, 1. So that means the next thing, they would also intersect here. So this is where the log would be. Okay. And then here, I guess just 1, 2. Hello, sunflower. Put that there. Yes. Boom. Boom. What am I thinking? I guess we'll just copy this for now. Oh, I'm sorry, sunflower, you gotta go. Actually, you don't. I can just leave you there. Boom. Boom. Like this. Boom. Like that. And what? Like this? Yes. That's 3, 2. This goes 2. This goes 1 or 2 like that. This goes 2. They intersect right here. So the log is here. Like that. Is that all of my corners? No. This one still needs... let's see. This is a 1, so then this... That's 3, so this is 2. 2. And this is... This just continues as 2. Wait, I guess actually this would go 3. I mean, it doesn't matter, because it gets intersected before that, but... Oh. There. You... There, so they intersect right there, and that's where the log will be. I'll just put a door right there for now. Okay. So... That's where that goes, and then this is... gonna go up there. These logs are gonna go up to be the height of these logs, and the ground is gonna go here on top of them. Yep. My trees! Oh, I need an axe still. Bum, 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 bum. Hey! What am I thinking? First of all, cook this iron. Second of all, make an iron axe. Let's see. What's a fact that I know? Just anything. I can't think of a topic currently. The sky is blue. Oh, the horizon is a rainbow. Yeah, the horizon is a rainbow. you can see that it's a rainbow if you pay attention. Look at it. It goes red, orange, yellow, and there's purple at the edges, and all the you can see the full rainbow. And green is the craziest one because obviously it's like a part of the sky is green. That's wild. But it looks so pretty. You can look at the horizon next time you see it and try to see if you can see the rainbow in the horizon. Because it's a rainbow, which is crazy. The atmosphere acts like a prism, and it makes the edges of it a rainbow. That's super cool. I don't right at like this second I do not remember why the sky is blue. Like in terms of viewing, like I don't know if it's for the same reason, like sky is a prism, and so the part that we see is the blue because it refracts or whatever the heck, or if it's something else. I assume that's why, like in terms of sky sky transmits blue better, I guess. I don't know. Uh, I used to think it was the reflection of the ocean on the atmosphere. I don't think it's that anymore, because the sky is still blue in the Sahara, which is notably farther from the ocean. Actually, Asia is a better example of that. Central Asia is a better example, because it's bigger. I think. I think it's bigger. Maps do that weird warpy thing, so I'm not actually certain about that one. Like logic. Oh, I know Asia is bigger than Africa. Do I know that? Why am I not confident in that? The fact that I don't know for sure is upsetting. But I think Asia's the biggest one. If I think Asia's the biggest one, right? Asia's the biggest one, and um, what do you call it? I forgot what I was saying. Asia's the biggest one, and at the center of it, the farthest away from the ocean that you can reasonably get, the sky is still blue. And not any less blue at that. So, you know, I don't think the sky is blue because it reflects the ocean anymore. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Is that everything? Are you gonna decay? Are you good? I think so. Okay, cool. Here we go. Oh, okay. I think there's this weird balance because I prefer not to speak in certain terms because I'm rarely ever certain about anything. But I do think it's in some cases it's better rather than speaking like uncertainly, more so just not speaking. You know what I mean? Like if you're not sure about it, just don't say anything about it. And I think that'd be better. But I'm also not certain about that. In that, I'm. It's kind of like there are some things that you don't not say, even though it's possible that it's not true, because it's dangerous if it is true. You know what I mean? So it's better to just be incorrect and safe than um not or it been correct and not safe. So I don't know. Oh, I need a chest. I don't want to carry my diamonds with me everywhere, otherwise I will definitely lose them. I will put you in the safest corner of my house, along with all of my other junk. Boop boop. Boop 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 boop. But yeah, that's interesting. There exists a balance there. I don't know what it is, but it exists. You gotta know, and I feel like it's probably fairly easy to gauge. Like in terms of like, I think presumably it should just be okay to just, I guess, like weigh the consequences yourself of both speaking and not speaking, in terms of, would it be at all dangerous if I didn't speak? And what would be the consequences of speaking in the first place? Because I feel like the consequences of speaking don't really change if it's dangerous. Like, I mean, like they do in terms of people, like their reaction and stuff. But, like, for the most part, speaking it has the same consequences. Like, say, something upsetting, right? There's something upsetting, and so whether it's dangerous or not, saying it is going to upset people probably. But if you don't say it, and it's like, say, now then if you say it's a danger, if you don't say it, they won't be upset, but they will be in danger. But I need steak. If you don't say it, they won't be upset, but they will be in danger. But if it's not a danger thing, then it's just they are upset. Or they will be upset. So it's kind of like, that only really becomes like a question in terms of, will they be in danger if you don't say anything? And I think that's usually fairly easy to gauge. I mean, I would hope so. But I guess it might not be for everybody. So if there were somebody like me that preferred not to speak in hiccups. If there were somebody like me that preferred not to speak in certain terms, and they somehow, or for some reason, struggled with knowing for sure whether something would be a danger to themselves or others or not, then that would be a tight position for them. But at the same time, sometimes it's not always like danger though. Sometimes it's just a bother or a hindrance, you know what I mean? In terms of not saying anything will possibly cause you trouble, but saying it will upset somebody. And that one's harder to gauge, even for me, which I don't know if that's an even situation. Like, I don't know if I'm a high bar, but like, that can be hard to gauge in terms of, do I say anything and be annoying, or not say anything and deal with the consequences later? And it's kind of like, what are those consequences? Because sometimes you just prefer to deal with the consequences than upset people. Although, a lot of the time, the consequences do upset people. So it's just like a let future me deal with that, because I just don't feel like it right now. Boop. But I mean, overall, it's never really like, it's kind of like there's it's the choosing not to upset people in favor of whatever consequences is a choice that you are having to make, and because it's a choice, it takes an amount of effort, that is to say, consideration. Like, you have to think about it. Otherwise, it's not really a choice, it's just doing it, you know? Um, and so, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah, it's kind of like in a situation where it matters, like in terms of you care about the consequences, or um, you. Okay, yeah. It's like because it takes an amount of effort doing it repeatedly. It can be, I guess, annoying for you. So it kind of well, I mean, I don't know. It depends on your personality, really, but it can easily reach a point where it's like you're aware of the consequences, but you don't necessarily care, because worrying about the consequences all the time is annoying. So in that sense, you just do it, and then it's kind of like is that the better thing to do, or is worrying the better thing to do? Is there a better thing to do? Does it matter in the end? And I find to be an interesting question, because it's like there's the better thing to do, and then there's the thing that people want you to do. So it's kind of like something can not be the better thing to do, but at the same time, it's the thing that people actually want you to do. Like, for whatever reason, like, factually speaking, like, say, just in the example of it upsetting people, right? Like, what's it called? Upsetting people might be, like, it's kind of like the people themselves might rather be upset than deal with the consequences, but at the same time, they would rather be upset than have someone deal with the consequences, be them or you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's like they're also kind of have to deal with those consequences, so like, you know. But if it's just you, sometimes they would prefer that you upset them rather than have to deal with whatever consequences. But at the same time, it's like is this perfect? Is this perfect? No, it's not. Dang it. I will do this. And then this. That's 4. This is how many 4s? 2 4s. I only need 1 4. No, I don't. That's not how that works. I need 2 4s. Like that. There you go. Negating what I just did. Well, thank you. There we go. Boom. But yeah, like, even though they would prefer to be upset than have anyone deal with the consequences, it's kind of like, but if you would prefer not to deal with upsetting them, or not to upset them, then deal with the consequences, then it's like, logically speaking, just dealing with the consequences, like doing the thing that you prefer, would be the better thing. But at the same time, It's kind of like it is, I think, probably less trouble for all people involved just to have that person be upset than it is to try to deal with whatever consequences, because their upsetness probably won't last that long, assuming that they are saying that they would prefer to be upset than deal with whatever consequences of not being upset now and whatever the heck later. I don't know. It's gonna enter that territory for me to write down. No. It's like I don't know, so I can't really say anything. Anything more. But I think overall, it's kind of all that really matters is all that really matters is who is affected, and then you only cater to those people. If you're the only person affected, then do what you want. If other people are affected, then you have to consider them and just do what they want. Because even if to you it seems whatever, you're not the one dealing with it, I guess. So just like, I mean, not your problem, you know? Though obviously that can be not easy to do, because there's the fact that even though it is not your problem, you're still making it somebody else's problem. Or not necessarily, you're not making it someone else's problem, but it is somebody else's problem that you are less delivering. So it can feel like you're bothering them when it's not really you. Given the fact that you probably didn't create the situation. It's just like you're the one that realizes it, or you're the messenger. Okay. That is all. It is time to end stream, because it has been 4 hours. My hands are unbelievably chapped, like literally flexing my hands. I can feel my palm stretch and constrict, because it is not, I don't know, what's the word, hydrated? Yeah. I need to feed my hands some water. But that would literally just make it worse. The water is gonna pull. If I try to put water on the hands, it's just gonna pull away the water that's on in the hands. I don't know, man. Stinking garbage, in my opinion. But yeah, that's cool. Cool first stream, honestly. Started off, because I could not remember how. I could not remember how to code. I could not remember what I needed to do in order to make the Tesseract. Yeah. But that's fine. We'll come back to that eventually at some point. Probably not tomorrow. Probably, yeah. No, not tomorrow. I might do a code thing tomorrow. If I don't do a code thing, then I'm doing a game. And I kind of want to do a horror game, because that's fun. I like horror games. Okay. I think that's a really good progress. We got 2 diamonds. We got house with a canopy. And it's gonna have more stuff up there. Not certain what, frankly. That's the thing. It's like, in a house, all you really need is those basic, like, the workbench, the furnaces, and the chests, and that's kind of it. Everything else is outside of the house, so it's like, you know. But, whatever. Who cares? I can make my house, or... I have no clue what I'm talking about, man. But yeah, I'll put some seeds in this in our final 8 minutes. And then say goodbye, actually. Dude, that's the fastest way I've ever gotten diamonds in Minecraft. This is a good omen. This is a sign of good things to come. I don't know what those things are. Not an inkling. I don't even know. What is an inkling supposed to be? What is an inkling? Because an inkling implies the existence of an inkle. Or an ink, like an inkling. Like, if there's an inkling, I think ling is kind of like kin type of thing, you know what I mean? Like, of ink. So what is an inkling? What is of ink? What is that supposed to be? I don't know. I don't know what is of ink. But I don't have it. How's that? Stop that right there. That's kind of good. Can I make a cobblestone button? They need to add cobblestone buttons. We need buttons for everything that should have buttons. Okay? Like, I'm sick of not being able to make buttons out of what I should be able to make buttons out of. Okay? It's getting on my nerves. I feel incredibly strongly about the lack of cobblestone buttons in the game of Minecraft. Okay? If I can't have buttons, what am I supposed to do? What am I gonna do with a stone button on my Can I not put buttons on top of walls? I swear you should be able to do that. Am I not able to do that? Does that just not work? It does not work. You cannot place stone buttons on... How do you make this a top slab without... Okay. I do have a singular string. I can use that. Surely, it'll connect to the string. Would it have any reason to connect to the string? No. Yeah, not sure about that one, but that's fine. 5 minutes. Final 5 minutes. I'm gonna sit on top of my canopy with questionably safe fences, looking out on the beach. The little, I don't know what you would call that. But the mass of land of sand and grass and bushes, and very nice. Minecraft is a good game. I guess, what do I want to do next time? Finish the canopy, or at least get this mostly finished, at least, like, usable, you know what I mean? And do more mining, get more stuff. I'm gonna make boots. This is a good, yeah. Yep. Do more mining. Probably go to the nether. Where's my shield? Need that. Yeah, go to the nether. We do need redstone, obviously. Because that's the whole point of this now. Ah! Okay, my phone is fine. Yeah, definitely need redstone. I guess we should, yeah. We'll end this on, chatting screen. So. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even realize. The keys took off my glasses. Look. Oh, I should have put my glasses. I have to, I don't have like a numpad or something that I can use to be the keys for my toggles on this thing. So that's, I'm gonna have to deal with that. But that's fine. All is fine. I'm yawning. Okay. Yeah, good first stream. This was very fun. This was very fun. I gotta remember how to code again, and then we'll be able to do an actual stream. But I definitely want to do that. That's very. I would love to do some coding. I don't know. I'll have to find some other excuse to do math, like a puzzle game or something. So, we'll see. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Oh, I never quieted down the music. I hope I'm still audible after coming back from the bathroom. Okay, bye-bye.